This is Liberty Prime with Space Filters, and welcome back to RuneScape Dragonwilds. In this episode, we're going to keep on upgrading our crafting stations, and we're also going to start adding in a bit of new decor. Ooh, how well will these rugs tie these rooms together? And if y'all are enjoying this game, please let me know by leaving a like on this video. Oh, and if you like building, the best way to make sure that this game stays on the channel is to subscribe, because there's a whole lot more building to come. Now, y'all, I did a little bit more grinding over the weekend, and boy, it has opened up all sorts of new stuff for us. I knew that roof is getting all up my nostril already. But we're going to have to keep that in mind for our next build, because I don't really want to be dealing with this camera quite as much as I'm having to right now. Ugh. But anyway, let's go ahead and start putting down some more new stuff. And I'm excited to start using some of this newer stuff that we've recently put down but haven't been able to actually start using yet. What do we need here? Coarse thread or wool thread? Let's go ahead and get something started over here before we plonk down something else new. And you know what, y'all? I keep forgetting when I'm grinding that I actually need to do some other stuff, like just collecting flax, because flax turns into coarse thread at a 1:1 or 1-to-1 ratio, whereas some other stuff is a little bit slower. But let's go ahead and get us a little bit of rough cloth started. And you go on and process that. Ooh, I haven't actually seen this working yet. Well, it's not quite as interesting as I was hoping it would be, but ooh, there we go. Now what can we craft with this rough cloth? I know that one thing we can craft should be a rug. I'm kind of excited to see what that looks like. Yes, padded cloth. All right, we're gonna do that one of these days too. But let's go ahead and get some decorating done. Didn't mean to start off with that, but let's go ahead and do it. Oh, I was hoping that these rugs would be a little bit bigger. Now let's just plonk one here just to see what it looks like. 'Cause I'm curious. And I'm also fussy. So we're gonna figure out the best way to put this down. Oh, I require more materials. Let's see. Oh, darn it, I used up all my coarse thread. Okay, well, flax is in our near future, but something else is also in our near future. Let's go ahead and do some of, let's see, I was going to put down a grindstone. Now, what do we need for that? We need stone, oak logs, iron bars, and granite, and we actually have all of those things, just not on us. Let's see what we've got in this chest. We have 7 iron bars. And I should probably put this back. We did, I think it was like 12 granite. And I want to go ahead and start processing up some sandstone, so let's go ahead and put that in our inventory as well. I've already forgotten what else we needed though. Let's see, we needed some stone, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, stone and oak logs. I forgot to notice how much stone and how many oak logs. Okay, 18 stone and 12 oak logs. And this is another thing that I need to remember that we actually need sometimes. I need to get back to collecting stone occasionally. Speaking of which, I think there might be some stone over here, or I might have already collected that. Well, here's some nice stone. Let's go ahead and collect up just a little bit more. Might as well get back in this habit. Oh, come here. Here we go. And y'all, I have been doing a whole bunch of updating to my computer right before we started this, so if I seem a little bit weird, it's probably because my computer is doing something a little bit weird. And also because I'm fussed and annoyed with my computer. Anyway, we needed, what, I think 12 of these. So let's get, well, yeah, let's just do that. We will probably need plenty more of those. Oh, and I realized something. I'm going to need to move this sawmill because it's technically indoors, what with having a roof over part of it. So I might go ahead and do this while I'm thinking of it. Because ADHD for the win. Let's see. Let's pick that up. Pick it up better. Oh, I must be overburdened. Oh, okay, yeah, there's bronze down there. And it's not going to let me put this up because I don't have the bronze that is down there. I assume I'm about to be overburdened. Yes. My typical situation. All right, now let's go ahead and put this guy down, and if I remember correctly, it's the saw blade side where the wood comes out, so it doesn't really matter all that much which side that's on, but this should be a little bit more functional. And I think that I can still reach this. Yes, no, yes-ish. Okay, I can still reach from there, and I should probably go ahead and destroy this guy. Don't really need to yet, although I think that in our newest base, we probably will have multiple ones of these, just because it'll be nice to always have it where I need it. Let's see. Anyway, we were trying to build a grindstone, so let's trundle our way back inside. And I think that we were going to put it over here. Hadn't really thought about it too hard, but this is sort of my general building materials zone, so let's go ahead and put it here. And hopefully I've actually got all... Yes, I do have all the things. All right. That's good enough for now. Let's go ahead and start you working. And, okay, 1 to 1. All right. Ooh, boy, we're going to have a lot of ground sandstone here. My goodness. All right. Well, we are going to try to build something actually tier 2 pretty soon, so that's a good place to start. Speaking of starting, though, I should probably go ahead and... well, this is boring, but I'm going to go ahead and collect some flax, and I promise I'll add that to my list of things that I need to grind from now on. Let's see, how much capacity have I got here? I should probably put some of this stuff away real quick before I'm going over to pick up stuff, although I don't think that the flax is particularly heavy, but hey, I'm going to try to develop better habits with my overburdenedness than I have been. I got a decent amount of bronze left. I wonder what all I can make with that. We've already got some ground sandstone. We got 1 coarse thread. That's not enough. We got 5 rough cloth. And we'll probably need just, plenty of coarse thread to be getting on with. We also will be needing to collect a whole bunch more wool, which I will be doing off screen. Well, actually, y'all let me know in the comments if you want to see me doing some of my grinding, because I'm spending a lot of time in the fractured plains and the storm holds, whatever it is, where you get hit by lightning all the time, which is kind of fun to dodge, if I'm honest. Don't think I'm going to go ahead and do too much stone collecting this trip. But let's see. Flax is my main goal here, and I do need to build I think I need to build a portal over here in Bramblemead, just so that I don't have to do this long trot. Let's speed it up just a tiny little bit here. I always forget that I can, run faster. And then maybe things won't be quite so tedious. But maybe they will continue to be tedious. While we're here, I'm going to take a quick... Well, get out of the way. I'm going to take a quick little glimpse. I would love to build our base over there near that waterfall or the one above it. But you know what? I'm just so sick of having to dodge dragons. You can't really do anything about them. And I looked into it, and it turns out that even when you kill the main dragon guy that you're supposed to kill, you're still going to get attacked by wild dragons all the time. I'm just hopeful that eventually that will get toned down, because there's just, to me, there's just no point in building somewhere where you're going to have to consistently dodge dragon attacks while you're trying to build. It's just a little bit too maddening for me. I haven't got the patience to deal with that. I can avoid them, or I can just die to them, either way, but it's just so freaking annoying. Let's see what we can get out of this chest while we're over here. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a whole bunch of stuff that I cannot consume. And let's just go ahead and take it anyway, and destroy it anyway. I'm saving all of my inventory spots for more useful things. I was about to say more interesting, but flax is honestly not all that interesting. It just turns into nice amounts of coarse thread. But anyway. Oh, come on, go away. Actually, you are probably not the best thing to attack with. There we go. So I'll just hold this up. Ooh, no, I actually didn't mean to do that. I meant to hit E. Oh, good grief. You're annoying me. Die. Die faster. Die of fire and brimstone. There we go. Now shut up and leave me alone. I'm busy. And I'm collecting flax. There's got to be plenty more flax out here. Let's see. All right, and I don't need tons and tons, especially since it's a 1-to-1 conversion factor there. But I might as well go ahead and get plenty while I'm out here. And I've already forgotten where all the good spots for that are here. But I see something right here. What do you want to bet we get attacked by a dragon while we're out here? At least they're reasonably easy to dodge, what with that little red circles thing that lets you know where they're going to be hitting. Which I'm still not sure what makes that pop up in game, because it doesn't start out that way. There must be some level lock to it. I'm just not quite sure what the level is. I just know that now I have that red circle, and before I didn't. And I'm glad that I now have it, because it makes life a little bit easier. Now, how many flags have we got here? Is this going to be enough? Well, that's not great, but it's enough for a little bit of decor. Let's see if we can get a few more here. Oh yeah, I should probably eventually go back and see that wizard. I have no idea where we are on whatever quest he gave me. I think that I still need to... Yeah, I think I still need to attack this castle, but I ain't got time for you right now. I got other things in mind. I ain't got time for you neither, so go away. We are busy. We have plenty more crafting stuff to do. And more decor stuff to do, too. That's the exciting part for me. I've been looking at that bed that I could get for quite a while, and thinking, that would look a whole lot better than what I've got right now. So anyway, let's see. Let's just get on home and, well, if we spot any flax right over here, we'll pick it up, but, oh well. Odd number instead of even number. I think we can live with that. And we can just get some more later on. And I do wish that I had brought a fault core and such with me, because that would have been a great idea. This is a very tiresome little trot, and we're running out of stamina. Arg. Okay. What time of day is it? I'm really loving having this clock in the top right. I'm still thinking it must have been from a recent update, and I just really never noticed it before. How many little bits of ground sandstone have we got now? Let's find out. Well, we got quite a bit. Let's see. And we got quite a bit more to come. Hopefully. We're going to be doing quite a whole bunch of building. You better still be working. Okay, well, anyway, now I was going to try to... Well, okay, let's try to spin, actually. Oh, I do have an even number. I like having even numbers because so many things take 2 instead of 1. But this, thankfully, is 1 to 1. And come on, give me some more coarse thread. I think I only need 1 in order to be able to build that rug. So let's get that rug. This is slightly bigger. That's slightly fancier. This actually might fit a little better over here. Yes, I am going to be this fussy with all of the things. And you know what else I'm going to be fussy with is the lighting, because I did a recent thought run, and I'm not going to worry about centering this the way that I thought I was going to. But, okay. Ooh, well, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Well, let's stop it from being annoying. Okay, let's try again. This time aligned this way. And I'm still just generically centering in the clear space here. Okay, anyway. Okay, yes, I can see all of the rug, and it's, well, probably nice and red and orange. But what I was trying to spit out is that I did recently do a vault run, and I finally got the blue torchlight instead of this orange torchlight. Oop, I keep doing that. What was I trying to do? Oh yeah, I was trying to build some orange torches. I mean, some blue torches. So we're gonna get some slightly clearer lighting up in here. And I'm not quite sure yet exactly where I want this torch to be, because these torches are actually brighter than the orange ones. Ooh, darn. Ooh. Almost for doing what I want you to. And I've got all of the stuff, I do believe. Why don't you want me to put you there? I was hoping that I could put you at a 45-degree angle. And you were doing that for just a second, but you were red. So anyway, let's just see if this right here is enough to light up the room. And I still don't want to get it too close to the ceiling, because it still is going to waft up into the upper story, which is a very annoying feature. Let's try that. And look at how well lit that is now. If you can see it around the ceiling. Okay. And yeah, that's, kind of a dulled out color for that rug, but let's just, you know what, let's go ahead and replace all of this orange lighting. And I do kind of like the orange lighting, just not quite as much. Maybe I'll leave it orange outside, but blue inside. And darn it, I wish that I could get away with putting it up here. Let's see how much it wafts through the floor. Just a little bit higher. Ooh, grr. And you know what else? I'm looking at these windows and thinking, we got something new for that. So I might go ahead and upgrade that. That's not really quite how I wanted it to be, but we might not be able to keep that anyway. Let's get rid of these orange lights. And go upstairs and try to remember where we are. These stairs are a little bit too tight as well. Well, that's not quite bleeding through the floor as much as I thought it was going to. Well, okay, yeah, now I see it. I see it bleeding into the chest. But while we're up here, let's go ahead and do something else, which hopefully we've got enough supplies on us for. And I'm suddenly regretting the fact that I did this because now I'm going to spawn somewhere else. But hey, we're going to just try to not die in our base. How's that sound? Ooh. Let's make sure that we got plenty of these. Yeah, we do have plenty for this. Alrighty, and I think I'm going to put you up just a little bit higher. I don't really mind if you start wafting through the ceiling. And I'm still going to have you pretty well lit up here. Alright, anyway, we were going to try to build a bed. Let's see if we got what we need. We do not. We need some planks of some sort, and we need, oh darn it, we need more cloth. Hopefully that flax is done becoming thread by now. Let's see. Wait, how much do we have on? Okay, yeah. I guess it's on us now. Oh wow, I didn't know that that was green up there. And now I do. Well, presumably that's green. That blue light might just be changing that part as well. What were we doing? Yes, we were using this coarse thread. And, oh, let's see. Wait, I was foolish by doing all of this before, so let's save off some of this here. Okay. And, oh, okay, well, that works out nicely. I approve of that map. And hurry up. Let's see. Now, what all did I need for this? I needed some ash planks. And I now have enough rough cloth. And where is my other thing here? Oh no. It froze. Ah! It just crashed. Okay. Well, I'll be back, y'all, once I fix this. Alright, well, that was all sorts of ignorant. Sorry about that, y'all. And sorry even more because once I restarted, once I restarted the game, I somehow accidentally stopped my recording 7 seconds after I started it. So, I had actually done just a little bit more, and I had to do a little bit more than I had expected because when I was able to get back after that crash, it turns out that this loom had not been going and neither had the spinning wheel, so we had to redo this. So basically you missed 5 minutes of me doing the same thing over again, including destroying this bed. And I went ahead and also destroyed the lights here. But we're going to replace that with some blue lights, which I don't know that we necessarily need them on either side of the bed. Let's see if just one would be enough. Oh, and apparently I am overburdened again. How odd. Such a thing has never happened to me before, other than, every single time that we play. That might be a decent amount of light up here. I mean, we don't need to have it super well lit up here. But I do approve of the fact that all the light is not orange anymore. But as I was saying in a way that you could not actually hear because I had somehow stopped my recording, I don't like the way that this rug looks on this floor because it the floor bleeds through quite a bit too much. And I'm thinking that now that we have the option, I might actually go ahead and go with the upgraded tier 2 floors up here because those might be a little bit smoother. Let's see how well that's going to work. Ooh, I'm a little bit worried to do this, but let's just find out. And we'll have to check and see what it looks like underneath as well. Well, wait a second. I think I might have just replaced that with exactly what I had just destroyed. Silly human. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, a nice, smooth new floor. And let's see. Oops, let's not put it down there. I'm gonna have to go down there and rescue us from what I just did. Let's see if these will be a little bit smoother underneath that rug than they were downstairs. I'm gonna do that thing where I spin this around just a little bit. Yeah, see, that's looking a little bit rough still, but let's find out in just a second here. Okay, let's try for the rug. I don't know, y'all, but I'm gonna know in just a second. Yeah, it's, darn it, it is just as rough. Urgh. I am displeased. We can almost manage it. Let's see if we spin these around just a little bit different. I might have a little bit less to deal with. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to go down to the first floor and fix up some things. You know what? Maybe we don't need to have the copper ceiling look that I was hoping for. Let's see if this is any flatter. I'm gonna be sour if all of these rugs are gonna be all misshapen, and I might have destroyed too much here. Okay. Let's see what this rug looks like on top of this tier 2 floor. Come on. Let's get back over there. Well, that might work out a little bit better. Maybe not quite as I had originally hoped, but let's see, maybe I can spin this in such a way that it'll work, because it's working over here. I'm still determined to center that bed there. I'm gonna be fussy for a few more minutes. Well, okay, for a few more lifetimes worth. But anyway, let's try rotating it this a ways. This might kind of do the trick if we can get it to snap where we want it to. Let's try this. Okay, that does actually kind of work. All right. Ooh, but it might not necessarily work all the way. Well, ooh boy, that whole thing is being pretty smooth, isn't it? Well, we might need to replace this entire floor then. Decisions. Oh, I don't like having to make this decision. I'm gonna go downstairs real quick here. Oop. Well, if I can not press caps lock instead of the A key, that'll work a little bit better. Let's collect all this and get rid of this. And collect some more. Nope, I guess we're overburdened. I feel shocked. Let's see. Let's get up here and... oh yeah, I was gonna look up and see what it looks like from underneath. Well, in this lighting, it's not that bad of a mismatch. But the main thing that I'm going to need to do is something about those. Because darn it, this is still going to be... The ceiling is still going to be a little bit funky on account of... This is an odd-shaped enough area. Well, anyway, we don't necessarily have to figure this out right this minute. Let's try making our way through some of the medium stuff again, and see if I can somehow make it work a little bit better than it was. Not sure what I'm angling for here. We are mostly angling for making it match up reasonably well so that I don't feel terrible if I'm not able to fix the whole thing this first go. Let's see. I'm going to spin it around just so that the floor tiles don't match up too poorly, but they're all matching up pretty poorly. I gotta admit, this other floor looks a little bit better to me. But that's something that we can decide on when we're actually building our real mat base. Well, that is just terribly not at all the right thing. I still object. Hey. Maybe I can... Maybe I can put 2 layers somehow. Maybe that'll do the trick. Maybe I can put a flat book or something underneath it, and then that'll help. I don't know. I don't think I've got the right stuff on me to build this too. What do we need? Leather. Well, I do have plenty of leather. Come on, let's go get you some leather and we're going to experiment with this just a little bit more. Because we can. Let's see. We just need the one leather. Already plenty overburdened. I don't need any more. We're about to be... Well, okay. That didn't quite put us over the top. Oh, and I see some stuff that I could drop off. So let's do that real quick. Can't tell how many of those are. It's really hard to see the white letters on top of this. Because I got, well, some quantity here. It ends with 2. But that helped. So let's get back up here and try to remember what we were doing. What was I doing? It was something up here. That's about all I really remember. Oh yeah, I was going to try to put a book down and see if I can just very barely raise the level of that rug. This might go terribly, but hey, let's give it a shot. Oh, and it's not, it's just, oh, okay, well that does kind of work. Well, I'm going to need to move that book slightly, but the book is going to, let's see. Let's see how creative we need to get here. Actually, maybe I could just lay down a piece of leather underneath it. That might be just tall enough. And it will be a little bit bigger, which means that we will be able to very slightly put stuff on it. Yeah, words that make sense. Oh, no, that's not where I want to put it. Let's go over here and drop it somewhere around here. And where did that go? Okay, we're gonna drop it there. Now I'm gonna try building a rug on it and see what happens. Oh, well, let's actually try hitting the right key once again. It's one of these keys. There's only that many on the keyboard. Okay, come on. Be up there on top of the leather. Arr. Okay, so that's not working for me. All right, well, let's try the book idea again, and I'm going to just put the book in such a place that the bed is hiding the fact that it is elevating the rug slightly. This is way more work than I need to be putting into this whole thing. But we're going to just keep going with it. I'm going to be fussy with this. And I just wanted a rug underneath my bed. This should not be that difficult of a task, but apparently it is a difficult task. And okay, I don't mind if that book shows through because I'm going to put a bed on top of it. Let's see what happens. And apparently my throat feels dry and parched. And all them things. Oh, what am I missing here? Oh, apparently I'm not able to build on a slightly heightened rug. Oh, you little critter, you. What are you complaining about? I should have all of the things, shouldn't I? Oh, okay, well, yeah, okay, yeah, it is the rug that's the problem. All right. Well, it was worth a try. Let's go ahead and break all this back down. And we're just going to go ahead and loop at the rug being embedded in the floor, but we will come up with something else. And once we do, we're going to deploy it here. That is so aggravating. And that bigger floor was working pretty well for me, but yeah, I don't think that now is the time to be dealing with that. We'll just see if we can figure out something else later on. Oh, are you telling me that you just refuse to be on top of a rug? Oh, well, now that's very annoying of you. You don't need to tell me that. I don't like to hear that. Yeah, you don't want to be on top of a rug. You naughty little critter, you. All right, well, so much for that whole rug idea. And I might just go ahead and put back the older floor here. We will rebuild our new place with new floors and new all them things. And I will design this place so that I don't need to have all sorts of weird angles on my floor. Or, well, not angles. There probably will be some weird angles to the floor. But anyway, yeah, I'll design it such that I don't need to worry too much about what it looks like underneath. And I was just going to go ahead and I will save that for later, and I will hope to, okay, yes, good. That bed did not fall through the floor. All right, let's make sure that I've got the correct thing selected here. Medium square tiles. Why do you look like you've got a richer color to you? Interesting. But anyway, same with the spinning. maybe I will just go ahead and put down a rug there anyway. It's gonna have to work out well enough. We'll just put it, you know, lower down than I meant to put it. I surely wish that you would just, you know, not allow the floor to peek through the way you have been. Almost. No dice. Okay, dice. Yeah, good enough. Well, not really, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. Because I would like to put some nice little side tables here. Now that is exciting. Oh, yeah. Okay, bee, get out of my way. Okay, there we go. That might work a little bit better. So we're going to put some cute little side tables here. And I wish we had some good stuff to put on top of these tables. But at least we now have a nice little... Well, if we can get a good look at it from the distance... We got a nice little... Oh, that rug is just driving me nuts. Okay, I think that rug has got to go. Sorry, bee. That rug is just not to be. Not until we figure out something better to do with that. Oh, wait a second. Let's see. Well, I don't have enough I don't have enough supplies to try building it on top of itself. But it's looking like it would still show through the rug, so the floor would still show through. Dagnabbit. Alright, I'm curious about this other rug. Oh well. That did not tie the room together as I was hoping that it would. Oh, and I'm thinking more thoughts about furniture up in here. And you are being very smoky. And interestingly enough, you is orange when you're smoky. Well, anyway, we got plenty more that we can be doing right now. Like picking up all this stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and go over. Well, boy, you know what? I might just feel like putting up some nice blue torches to get it a little bit better lit in here. Didn't I already do that over here? Maybe that's another one of those things that got undone by the crash. Oh well. Let's just blue it up in here a little bit more. That was the first time this game has ever crashed on me, unless I'm completely forgetting something. Oh no, Well, let's just go ahead and do this real quick while we're working on it. Yeah, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm all them things. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Then we can get back to putting back stuff that we already had done. But I do like this nice blue lighting. It's a little bit more true to reality. And it's a good bit brighter, which I approve of. But let's put that loom back now. Where did you go? There you went. Can't remember which way I had you, but this is going to be close enough. Maybe we'll put you this ways. Get you a little bit closer to the door there. Well, I've got room for a bin back behind there if I decide that I wanted to put one there. I might. Let's put whatever back that I had just lost. Oh, I could swear that there was a flax that came out of you. Oh well. That certainly seems to have disappeared. Alright. Yeah, things are happening. Things involving there being a little bit less orange lighting all over the place. And a little bit more blue lighting all over the place. Let's go ahead and get rid of you and try real hard to not accidentally get rid of anything else. And yeah, I don't have something that I can level with, can I? I didn't do the best job of picking where that other blue torch went. But it went. So there we go. There's some nice lighting for that corner. And we just really don't need as many torches as we used to. I would love to have a torch here near to the door, but yeah. Well, anyway, we'll figure that out some other time. But my main goal was actually to get rid of these torches here so that I can put a vial shelf here. Let's go ahead and try that. And I do want to have at least some lighting over here. Where should we put you? And what are we going to put in this corner here? There's definitely room for some things. You know what? I'm having more tier 2 thoughts. And one of them is that these windows are kind of ugly. So let's do something about that. Let's see if these windows look a little bit nicer. I'm kind of betting that they will. And that wood does match well enough. Let's look at it from the outside. Yeah, that's much nicer looking. It's a different wood color, but hey, I can live with that. We're gonna go ahead and replace all of these windows. And hopefully I've got plenty of wood for it. We'll find out when we run out. I think these are just taking either ash planks or what are they picking? Ash logs. Yeah, we still got enough of those for now, so let's go right back to doing that. We're gonna get our bedroom window too. And I don't plan to entirely rebuild this base as a tier 2 base, because this is basically now our temporary quarters while we're working on our actual tier 2 base. But it is, it's nice to go ahead and play around with some of this stuff, just because we can. Which is a good reason for doing a lot of stuff anyway. And we're going to see what this looks like at night, too, once we've got all of these... Whew. Sorry, there was a sound inside the house and it startled me. Where's this other window that I was... Oh, am I done with the windows down here? I might be. Anyway, there was a sudden screeching noise downstairs here in real life land, and it threw me a little bit. Oh, apparently we already got rid of that. Or maybe I'm out of something here. Why won't you click in? What's your problem? Is it the bed? Thought maybe to get rid of the bed. I'll get rid of the bed. That was not the problem. What is the problem here? Blocked. Oh, maybe it's these little side tables. Grr, arg, etc. You are still blocked. Maybe it's this little light then. What is blocking you? Oh, I don't know how that managed to happen, but now I see what was blocking you. Okay, let's put all of that stuff back. You rascally little game. You've been rascally at me today. You should stop doing that. See if we can get that reasonably well aligned again. That's not reasonably well aligned again. I am more fussy than that. It's kind of hard to see. Let's see if that's good enough. Alright, that's good enough. Okay, let's put our bed back and our side tables back and everything back and take a moment to be sour about that rug again. But that's looking pretty good so far. And ooh, soon we're going to be doing some nice table stuff downstairs. If we can find a good spot for it, we're going to put a dining table down there and maybe even some chairs. Because once again, I can, so let's do. And we're going to put some more bedrooms up here, but we're not going to do it this episode. We're actually going to be trying to tail off this episode real soon. But ooh, let's take a little bit more of a look at our bedroom there. That's not too bad. It does need more, like a nice rug to tie the room together. That's what rugs are supposed to do. But they don't do the best job when they have floor sticking through them mysteriously. Well, okay, so I was going to put down just a few more nice little blue torches down here, and I was going to put up that nice vial rack, or whatever it's called. Vial shelf. It's a decoration, so yeah, vial shelf. Let's go ahead and see if we can fit this in here. Now, what do we need for this? We need... Oh, I think that's telling me we need some decorations, which we can make over here. Do we have any? Yes, we do have some clay. So let's go ahead and make something here. We need several of these. I think it was 4 of them. Let's go ahead and craft a few of these too. Those look decorative. Although maybe they're not intended for decoration. But this one definitely appears to be. That was nice and fast. Oh, we need to fire that, don't we? Let's see. Let's get over here to the kiln and see if we can fire this up. Where did those go? I should have them, shouldn't I? Oh, I was just being blind. Okay, let's try that one more again. Let us fire you up. And then eventually we can actually craft that shelf. What am I being overburdened with? We sure do need some of this water. And a little bit of food wouldn't go amiss. We got some stuff glistening at me out there. Let's see. I think I'm probably overburdened with all that clay now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. So let's put that right back where it goes. And let's see what's glistening out here, or shimmering, or whatever. Don't really care. I just want it to, do its thing. I think we've got 2 of those done. Oh, no, they're all done. So, all right. We are ready to put up a vial shelf, I do believe. I think that's all we needed. Let's see. It might actually make kind of best sense to have it over here somewhere. And I'm going to put down a nice blue torch somewhere over here. It might wind up going here. I hate to have things not all centered and, paired and all that other thing. But we just don't need as much lighting with these puppies. We don't need as many of them to light up the place well. Let's see. This might actually wind up being the best place for a vial shelf. We can maybe... Oh, no. Dang nabbit. It's so hard to make things do what you want them to. And I've completely lost track of what height I need these torches to be at. Let's go with that. Now we're well lit, and now we can try to put back what we just destroyed. Once again, where was that? Our brewing cauldron, I believe, is what we just destroyed, so... Where are you? Oh, cool, we've got the loom harness now, too. Okay, I have a thing. It is here somewhere. I am certain that I can build this thing if I can just find it. Okay, there we go. How did I have you? Somewhere over here. I'm gonna scoot you over just a little bit more in this corner. Good enough. Oh boy, it is a little bit darker over here than I was expecting it to be, so maybe we do need to put a second torch there. I'm kind of afraid to destroy that torch. Well, let's just go ahead and build up this vial shelf, which is very hard to say, and to see what we think of it being over here. I think it's weirdly hard to put down, is what I mostly think. High or low, or maybe make several of them. I might wind up making several of these. Let's put it medium for the moment, if we can get it to snap there. Yeah, well, that's too high up, but other than that, it looks pretty nice. And I hope that I managed to get all my stuff back. Yeah, I'm just imagining not having gotten it all back. Okay, let's try putting you down here. It is a much lighter colored shelf than I was expecting it to be. Huh. Would you fit better over here, I wonder? You might, actually. Okay, let's try you over here, and then we've got room to build other stuff around you if we need to. Oh boy, that wall is just clipping through you pretty bad, but that still is making a... Oh, no, look at that. That wall is growing through those bottles. So, no thank you. That would drive me nuts. This is being more trouble than I thought it was going to be. Huh. Well, I can put you up here. Eventually. There. It's not what I was expecting to do. But it means we can pair some lamps, some torches. Alright, well, and I'm very likely to just move that around later on, but hey, for now, it's just gonna have to be what it is. We'll have to find something else to put over here. Some other furniture will probably work nicely there. Ooh, what can we build? Wool cloth? Oh, you know what? Let's just build a little chair here. Make it feel a little bit more cozy. Once again, it was growing through the wall. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's not too terrible. And there is definitely going to be plenty more that we can add. Let's take a quick look at our build menu and see if there's anything else that we want to do for today. I'm kind of feeling like another rug would be called for here. Oh, but I don't have enough of this stuff, so that might have to wait until the next episode. But I will see y'all in the next one, and let's go take a quick last look at our bedroom here. It still needs some more stuff, but hey, it's coming along. We're going to actually furnish this house, even though we are going to be concentrating on our newest build for the next episode. We're going to make a semi-final decision about where it's going to be, and we're going to actually start putting down a few little pieces, because I got some ideas for that next build, y'all. It's going to be fun. And it might not necessarily be our only next build, because I got a little bit too many ideas to confine it all to one single tier 2 building, or even one single tier 2 compound. But I will see y'all in the next episode. And if you've enjoyed this video, please do leave a like on it, and please do subscribe to this channel if you wanted to see a little bit more of this wonderful building. But I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.